lot of time together. So this first game brings a lot of excitement in this locker room. These players are going to be ready to go. Doesn't matter who the opponent is, they're ready to show up and see some different uniforms and get after it and showcase what they've been working on. And this team's really coming together. We're going to find out a lot about, answer a lot of questions that a lot of fans have had, coaches have had, and even this team has had about themselves. We're going to find out a lot about them today.
You mentioned you got to go to practice. Who stood out to you amongst the players that we saw last year in some roles that maybe has to have a much larger role this year?
Yeah, you look at the running back room, it's easy to start there. With Jason McClellan, I'm expecting him to really pick up the slack this year and really take command of a loaded running back room. He's just a phenomenal player leading that group. But Deontay Lawson, I was really impressed with. There's a lot of talk about him. I know Tyler Wise had some comments earlier this week about comparing him to a C.J. Mosley type linebacker. And I know he meant that in terms of the way he's built and the way his game reflects C.J.'s. Hopefully he can live up to the hype in terms of the playmaking ability and the leadership role that C.J. has. But I'm excited to see Deontay Lawson at that middle linebacker position. And also you're really getting excited to see some of this offensive line coming together. Tyler Booker has really made a name for himself as a leader on that front group. And then you've got the freshman Cade Proctor, who's getting the slot at left tackle. A lot of high expectations for this freshman. And he looked good last week during practice. He showed a lot of promise to put a freshman out there at that position. There is a lot of pressure, but he seems to be holding up pretty well to it. And then you go on the defensive side of the ball. Kool-Aid McKinstry, hard not to talk about him with all the accolades that he's got going into this season. And the season that he had last year, he's put on some weight. He looks good. He looks lean. He's flying all over the field. And we've also got some freshmen in that secondary that are really going to be some impact players for us. Caleb Downs, I'm excited to see what this kid can do. A lot of talk about him coming out of high school and the playmaking ability that he has. And really maybe a little premature comparing him to a Minka Fitzpatrick, but that's high praise. Hopefully he can live up to it.
Absolutely. So that's exciting to see for this Crimson Tide football team. A lot of newcomers, a lot of returners that may be asked to be in some different roles. And of course, Corey, I think you've probably noticed that a lot of talk about this football team has centered around one position in particular, and that is the quarterback position. Maybe the most talked about position in football to begin with, but especially here in Alabama, after you have their run of success, great quarterbacks we've seen in the last few years, that's going to be the most visible position on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. It didn't take us long to get into that conversation, did it? Jalen Milrose earned this starting position. He's a guy that's been here for a couple years. Got the most experience in that room after losing Bryce Young last season. He stepped in when Bryce went down with injury. We got to see a little bit of what he can showcase for this team. And his leadership ability is something that I think has earned him this start. I think there was a really good competition between Milroe, Buckner, Simpson, and Lonergan going throughout camp. And it was just waiting for that somebody to step up and really separate themselves from the crowd. And I think that going into this first game that Milroe has taken over that role, and we're going to start with him. I think you've heard Coach Saban talk about it this week. Don't expect that to be, going forward, it's going to be him every single week. I think there's still a lot of competition in that quarterback room for the rest of the season. It might not be something that is solved in this first game. It might be changing for this game. Next week against Texas, we might see a couple different faces. But I expect this week tonight to see Jalen Milroe go out there and really try to take command of this offense. And if he goes out there with poise, controls the football, takes care of it, doesn't turn over, really looks like he has command of that offense, it's going to be hard for somebody to unseat him from that position. But I think there's a couple guys that are really nipping at his heels to try to take over that starting job.
Absolutely. So again, Jalen Milroe, we expect to see him first coming up today, quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide, and obviously he's going to try and distribute the ball to his outstanding wide receivers, and there continues to be a lot of depth, it seems like, with that position. Now, just maybe figuring out who those top 4 or 5 guys are going to be is going to be one of the challenges early in the year.
Yeah, it is, and it's going to come down to who can Jalen Milroe rely on. There's a lot of, when you're going through, you've got 3 or 4 quarterbacks that are getting a lot of reps. It's kind of hard to build that chemistry with this wide receiver group. You got Jermaine Burton coming back, Kobe Prentice, Ja'Cory Brooks. There's a lot of talent in that wide receiver group. Malik Benson's going to be somebody that I'm expected to make a lot of plays this year. And also you're looking at the tight end position as well. I'm expecting a lot of good things and excited to watch Amari Niblack. He's a playmaker for us last season. And with the offense that we're going to be seeing out of this team tonight and going forward for this season with a run-heavy with the offensive line being such a good run blocking unit and a lot of running backs, a lot of running back depth, I expect it to be a lot more run conscious than it has been for these last 5 or 6 years. But it should be good. Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen there.
Absolutely. So the Crimson Tide set to begin the season against Middle Tennessee, and that has been college football news. Presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. You can stay cool on game day with Coke Zero or a free non-alcoholic drink of your choice when you purchase a limited edition BAMA Yeti. These vintage Yeti cups are only available at Bryant-Denny this season. Elevate your game day with Yeti. We'll continue with more in just a moment. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Mushroom and Swiss Burger is back at Jack's with 2 all-beef patties loaded with grilled mushrooms and onions, melted Swiss cheese, and topped with our savory gravy. This ain't the kind of burger that can afford to feed them all. The Mushroom and Swiss Burger at Jack's. Get it before it's gone. Order online at eatatjacks.com. That's eatatjacks.com.
I'm Ashley Johnston, and I'm an organ donor.
I'm Rob Vaughn, and I'm an organ donor.
I'm Patrick Murphy, and I'm an organ donor.
I'm Nick Saban, and I'm an organ donor.
I'm Nate Oates, and I'm an organ donor.
And I'm Tyler Watts. I'm also an organ donor. Saving a life has never been easier. You can register online at legacyofhope.org. Give the gift of life. Be an organ donor.
Hi, I'm Andrew, employee at BASF in Alabama. As a chemical operator, I enjoy working at BASF because I'm allowed to grow and show my potential. Everyone is like family. I actually like coming to work. And safety is the ultimate goal. At BASF, we create chemistry around the world through our people and our products. Join a winning team and a great place to work. Visit basf.us/Alabama. That's basf.us/Alabama. BASF, we create chemistry.
Don't let a bulky glass bottle hold you back from celebrating the Crimson Tide's roll toward another championship season. For the first time ever, the Go Anywhere, Do Anything premium wine, Copa di Vino, and new proud sponsor of Alabama Athletics, is available at Bryant-Denny Stadium as well as a retailer near you. Copa is the unbreakable single cup of wine, and its spill-resistant resealable top is perfect for your watch party, tailgate, backyard barbecue, or away game road trips, no matter how wild. With 7 different wines to choose from, there's a Copa di Vino just for you and all of your rowdy friends.
Crimson Tide football lives here. This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project!
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations! Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/act now. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Did you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The SEC today is presented by Game Day Done Right. Looking at tailgate before the next big BAMA game. Start with Game Day Done Right. Game Day Done Right handles all the heavy lifting to make sure your experience is stress-free and fun. For more information, go to GameDayDoneRight.com. Before we continue our pregame conversation with Corey Reamer, why don't we first pause 10 seconds for station identification. That's 10 seconds for a station ID. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the Alabama Crimson Tide pregame show presented by Beatbox. Roger Cooper joined once again by Corey Reamer, and we talked a little bit about it in our last segment about the new look Tide offense under Tommy Rees. How about the defense for the Crimson Tide with someone you know well, Kevin Steele?
Absolutely excited to see Kevin Steele. I got to talk to him a little bit last week. He's excited to be here. Really wasn't sure if it was a position that he's going to be taking. And Coach Saban gives him a call, and Excited to have him back. And I think the biggest thing that we're hoping to see this season, especially with Kevin Steele coming in, is just establishing that identity that we've seen from some of these defenses from Alabama in the past. Really being hard-nosed, physical, coming down, getting stops. Last season we had a number of times where we couldn't get off the field in crucial situations, especially in that Texas game, which we're going to see next week. We're going to get another dose of them next week. But, just going out the third and one, time and time again, it just seemed like we didn't have that edge, that physicality that we've grown so accustomed to seeing out of these Alabama defenses. And Kevin Steele's one of those guys who's not going to put up with anything less, and he's going to have high expectations for this defense and for these players. And Coach Saban knows him well. They know each other, which is good. The system hasn't changed a lot since he was here back in the late 2000s when I was here. And he's a guy that players really can relate to. He goes out there, he calls a good defense, but these players respect him, and they really want to play hard for these guys. And you've heard a lot of comments coming out of this defensive side of the ball throughout camp that they're excited about what Kevin Steele's going to bring for this team. I'm excited to see, and the good thing is he's got a loaded defense to work with. He's going to be able to really put some guys on islands, especially Terry Arnold, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Malachi Moore. I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to this team. He had a phenomenal freshman year, and we haven't seen a ton out of him since then. And I think this is going to be a year where he's really going to show up, putting him in a lot of different positions, showing a lot of different multiples out of this secondary this year. You got to be excited as a defensive coordinator to really go man-to-man across the board without a lot of help and be able to bring some pressure with those guys off the edge.
Again, since you played for him early in the Saban era, what makes Kevin Steele such a good defensive coordinator, both on the practice field and the meeting rooms, and especially on game day too, getting you organized?
Yeah, when he came in, it was our first. We were all trying to learn his defense. It was a new world for everybody. And he picked up on it really quickly and understood the philosophy of what Coach Saban was trying to do, when he wants to see certain packages. And I can only imagine that it's only improved since he's been away, because he took some of this defense and went to wherever else he went. He was incorporating a lot of what Coach Saban's philosophies were, kind of created it and molded it into his own defense. And now coming back, he's just a guy that when you're on the field and things are moving fast, especially with today's offense, you're not going to get a lot of hesitation out of Kevin Steele. He knows what defense he's going to put in quickly, allow these guys to get lined up, reduce the confusion. I think that was some of the problem that we saw last year, was there was so much going on, trying to put too much on some of these young guys with the checks and going out there and seeing different formations, offensive guys making checks, and the defense trying to keep up with it. What I expect to see out of Kevin Steele is, especially with this talent that he's got on the defensive side of the ball, is let's line up and go play. Let's let Dallas Turner go out there and rush the quarterback. That's what he's good at. Let's don't make it too confusing. We've got enough talent on this side of the ball where we can go line up with anybody. We don't have to get creative. It reminds me a lot of that 2005 defense when you had Roman Harper, D'Amico Ryans, Charlie Peppera, all those guys. We beat Florida in here in 2005. We ran maybe one or two defenses. The luxury for Kevin Steele, with the talent that he's got on this defense, he's probably going to be able to do that a number of times this year. You don't have to do too much and cause too much confusion. You want these guys to not be hesitant and go out there and just play fast. And I expect to see a lot of that out of the defense that he calls this season.
And especially with the defensive line, these guys have all played so much football for the Crimson Tide. Yes, they maybe were young in the last couple of years, but whether it's Tim Keenan or Jaheim Otis, Justin Boynton, of course, the veteran, and Tim Smith, these guys have played so much football. That's got to be a strength of this team.
Yeah, when when you've got guys that are up front and as linebackers with a younger group of linebackers that haven't had as much experience as this defensive line, if you're a linebacker and you don't have to worry about getting your guys up front lined up in the correct positions, they can communicate with each other with the different games and stunts that they want to run, and they know which stunts that they're allowed to do that the coaches are favorable for in each package that we have. It's got to be comforting for Kevin Steele to be able to call anything. It really opens up the playbook when you've got such a mature group up front and you can play in the different positions. You can move Jaheim Otis around. You can move Tim Smith around. He doesn't have to be lined up as a nose or a three technique consistently. You put those guys in different positions and they can run different games. And if you're able to get some pressure on quarterbacks without having to bring extra guys from the backfield or extra blitz packages, that's a huge bonus for Kevin Steele for what he can call out there.
Certainly is exciting. Alabama against Middle Tennessee to start the season. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the Southeastern Conference. Take a look at the SEC leaderboard when we return. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Walk-On athletes put everything they've got into the game. Walk-On Sports Bistro puts everything we've got into bringing you game day with a taste of Louisiana. Dig into our mouth-watering, made-from-scratch Louisiana cuisine or our fan favorites, all in front of 70-plus TVs with 40-plus beers on tap. Watching at home, Walk-Ons is available to go. Order online or with the Walk-Ons mobile app. Visit walk-ons.com to learn more about our story. Walk-On Sports Bistro, more than a restaurant.
Helping children is very important to Miss Terry and me. Through our Knicks Kids Foundation, we invest our time supporting causes and raising awareness about the needs of children in our state. As parents, it saddens us to know that there are more than 5,000 children in foster care in Alabama. These children need loving, nurturing families to care for them. We ask you to join the team and become champions for children by opening your heart, opening your home, and becoming a foster or adoptive parent.
For more information, call 1-866-4AL-KIDS.
Eli Gold here, reminding you to add cancer screening to your game plan this football season. You know, there's no sure way to prevent cancer, but screening tests can catch cancer early when it may be easier to treat. The American Cancer Society is here to help. Learn more about getting screened at cancer.org/getscreened for more information. Get screened today. Early detection of cancer could save your life.
Every football fan needs a drink just as tough as they are. That's why the official party punch of the University of Alabama. With delicious flavors, 11.1% ABV, and a resealable cap, this drink is sure to pack a heavy punch without leaving you feeling bloated like boring hard seltzers and light beer. Not to mention, this low-sugar punch will sustain you through the BAMA game day without slowing you down like those high-sugar cocktails. Drink smart, party hard, and of course, roll tide. Please drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Your thing looks really official. Your setup is official, right?
What's up, man?
You're not just one of those fans, right?
No, I own BAMA football on YouTube.
Adopt U.S. kids
Yeah, so
what to expect when you're expecting
this is
a teenager.
this is going out to everybody who can't be here. You know, the BAMA brand is so large. So we have so many people all over. So people love, people love it. Where are you guys from?
You don't have to speak teen.
Okay, yeah, I love Atlanta.
Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit
Yeah, I live in here.
adoptuskids.org.
Here in Tuscaloosa.
Brought to you by the U.S.
Yeah,
Department of
Atlanta,
Health and
it's
Human
always treated me
Services.
so well because
Adopt
I go out there for because SEC Media Days was there 2 years ago. And then of course when Alabama plays SEC championship. So did you watch that Colorado?
I've been on this. Become a better man to be a better father. I've been on this thing every now and again. I would stick on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, they came with it. It was good. Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. They moved the ball really a lot better than I thought they would.
Against a good defense.
Yeah. I mean,
this defense. Let's face it. Now they were in the national title game last year.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's not like they were chopped liver.
Today it's the Alabama Crimson Tide against the Middle Tennessee.
We see you, Mr. Davis. We know it's a hot mic. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Kyle Henderson, BAMA Football on YouTube. I'm behind the scenes. After this, I'll go up to the press box and I'll shoot a little pregame. The game is on SEC Network, so clearly we can't show the game highlights, but SEC Network is where the game is. But I figured you guys could at least see the Walk of Champions. It'll be at 4:30 p.m. Central Time, and then I'll bounce up. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for the super chat. 240 on. Let's get 240 thumbs up, and I appreciate you guys being here.
Biggest contender for the East this season. You saw Florida earlier in this week against Utah. Florida's got a long way to go. Billy Napier's a great coach, and hopefully they'll be able to give him some time to really build that program up. But Florida is a long way away from really pushing Georgia in the SEC East. And they're Georgia's replacing a quarterback as well. Stetson Bennett going on to the league, and they've got a number of position groups that they're having to replace. It's kind of like that old Alabama feeling where you lose a lot of coaches going to take other jobs and a lot of players to the draft. It's going to be interesting to see what that Georgia team looks like this year, but it's hard to bet against them the way that Kirby's been recruiting and the amount of talent.
Hey, and just another note. So I'm up where all the recruits are, but by there's NCAA rules that we can't shoot any of the recruits that are here in terms of like video footage, but there's a bunch of recruits right behind me. We're about to watch the Walk of Champions posted up above the tunnel here at Bryant-Denny Stadium. So
pretty hard for Shane Beamer.
So that's over in the SEC East. Of course, the SEC West, a lot of the experts picking Alabama to win the West. LSU certainly did last year by getting by the Crimson Tide down in Baton Rouge. But really, the feeling I get with most SEC West programs is everybody...
it's kind of interesting, too. I was talking to the people who do the media credentialing. I go to everything, all the media availabilities. Me, like I go to the player interviews, Coach Saban, and there's a lot of people, I'll just be honest, that don't attend everything, and they get media credentials, and they said that they might not have a spot for me next week against Alabama and Texas. They're like, we might have a spot for you, but it might not have a view of the game. I'm like, this is what I do for a living. I go to every single thing. I mean, I totally think I should have media credentials for every single game. I mean, you guys know how much work I'm putting in. So some of the things that you go through as a small business owner, because I'm not like affiliated with the ESPN or On3 or Rivals, I'm just by myself. So sometimes those things are a little bit difficult to navigate through, but I'm trying my best. But I do have credits for today, and I am here at the stadium. We'll have the post-game show tonight after the game, and we'll keep rolling with it.
Is one of the most experienced quarterbacks coming back in this league who's been able to throw the ball around a lot. I expect that team to give a lot of teams this year a lot of fits. And then you've got Hugh Freeze down in Auburn. You never know what you're going to get at Hugh Freeze. Struggling earlier today as I saw him coming into the booth, not really pulling away, allowing no mass standing in there from a defensive side of the ball. But you expect that offense to really surprise some teams this year. But I do think it's Alabama's division to lose. I think this team is hungry after losing it last year. They want to get back to Atlanta and have a chance at that college football playoff last year.
And the Walk of Champions will be at 4:30 Central Time. So 4:30 Central Time, the team will roll through, and then I'm going to go up to the press box, and I'll show you guys some pregame footage, but I can't show any of the game. So the game is on SEC Network. So that's kind of what's on tap.
It's just that this world is changing, and college football is the driver of it. And you worry a lot about what it means for a lot of these programs outside of football, but the game's changed. It only took a few years, introduction of NIL and the transfer portal, and now you've completely turned college football on its head, going to some of these mega conferences. This seems like it's a banner year. Some people were like, oh, it's a sleepy year. Everything's going to change next year. I'm excited for this to be the last year of the Pac-12. There's a lot of good football that's been played in that conference over the years, and there's some good teams out there too in the Pac-12. It seems like it's they're a day late and a dollar short. They finally got some teams that are going to be competitive on the national landscape, and then that conference is going away with USC and Oregon and a few other teams over there. But I'm excited to see how this season unfolds. It's going to be tough. This Western Division is anybody's for the taking. It's not going to be a cakewalk by any means.
Take another look at the national picture. Of course, Caleb Williams, quarterback of Southern California, won the Heisman Trophy last year. He is back once again, and we haven't seen a repeat Heisman winner since Archie Griffin with Ohio State back in the 70s. Could it happen again with Caleb, or who are some other contenders?
Yeah, I think that Caleb Williams is probably your front runner. Obviously, you got the returning guy coming back. You hear a lot about Drake May.
Hey, what's the Texas score? Texas and Rice. If you guys can put an update inside the comment box, I'd appreciate it.
Get to be seen as much on a national level, but he's supposedly the top 3 pick coming out as quarterbacks go. There's a lot of talent across the board, but I can tell you who Caleb Williams wasn't planning on having to really get prepared for was those Colorado Buffaloes in prime time. You saw what they were able to do against TCU today, and it shocked the world. And there was hardly anybody in this country that
thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
That being in that ball game, and they go into Fort Worth and get a win. That was huge for prime time in their program. With the amount of turnover they had, I think they had 3 returning.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the score.
Scholarship players. Everybody told him that he didn't know what he was doing, and this is not the way that you run a program. He shows up and beats a team that contended for a national title last year. And Shadur Sanders really showed out. I think he had over 500 yards passing today. They got some athletes on that team, and they came to play. You better watch out for. I'm not saying they're going to be winning the Pac-12 by any means, but they're definitely not somebody that you look over on your schedule now that they've made a stamp.
Hey, Colt.
The very first week.
Colt Christensen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they they've got a lot of players, man. It was shocking. I didn't know that they were.
No, I know,
especially in that
right
front,
behind you.
The offensive line and defensive line with a lot of transfers in from some of these smaller programs. Are they going to go get pushed around by some of these Power 5 guys? And they showed up and held their own. A lot of offense, which is what we've come to expect out of the Big 12 and the Pac-12. Not a lot of defense, but they're putting up points, and they were for real. It was not a fluke that they went in there and won that ball game.
Yo, the thing about YouTube TV, I was just watching it before I came over here to the stadium, is they have this nice 4-screen setup for college football Saturdays. They just released it today, so I was literally watching 4 box games. And again, like, even though I run the YouTube channel, this is what I do, and I do get paid from YouTube. I have no affiliation with like YouTube TV, but I do use YouTube TV. I pay just under $100 a month. It started out at like $72, so it's really good. I've enjoyed YouTube TV, and the great thing I do like about YouTube TV is the fact that you can cancel really easy. So if you're not satisfied with the service or you need to take a pause for a couple months, there's no contract. So for example, like if you just want the college football season, just pay for the college football season and then cancel it during the springtime. That's what I do. So to get YouTube TV, go to your, get on your either your phone or desktop computer and just type in YouTube TV and sign up through your Google account, and that's how you can get YouTube TV.
That's going to be what determines if this game's successful. And then on the defensive side of the ball, being able to go out there and not have mistakes.
Yeah, and then you can download the app and watch it on your phone. You can watch it wherever, and you can share it with 5 different people as well. So like my son, he uses my account, and so does my, we have it on my home TV and like on my computer, so, and my phone, of course.
And we didn't even talk about this, but doesn't it feel good to have 2 specialists coming back like Will Reichard and James Burnett?
Yeah, I was going to mention it earlier. You asked about certain players that I'm excited to see. You got Will Reichard coming back, and it's just the way that this team is going to play football, where it's going to be a defensive-minded, defensive-minded head coach that's trying to get off
the team should be here right at 4:30, so you got like 10 minutes before they come.
Especially in some of these tougher games.
I'm gonna stream the Walk of Champions, and then I'm gonna just roll right into to the stadium and go sit down.
He can kick it a long way, and that's going to do us a lot of favors in terms of flipping the field and playing that, the management game of the field position game. He's going to be huge. It's a big thing to be able to rely on. Everybody doesn't want to put a lot of emphasis. You talk a lot about quarterbacks, but having those specialists that you know that you can rely on week in and week out to really help you out
is Miss Elizabeth in the house?
Corey, it's great.
Yeah, she is the queen.
Pregame here. We'll also be visiting with you postgame.
That's the Elizabeth Reed studio.
And then we also have to tell you that coming up, even starting this Monday, you'll be back for Crimson Tide Rewind, presented by Alabama Public Health. Department of Public Health coming from Baumhauer's Victory Grill at 6 p.m. in Vestavia Hills. So for everyone in Birmingham, hopefully they can join us to recap this football game, and hopefully we're talking about a Crimson Tide win on Monday.
Yeah, that's the goal. I'm looking forward to breaking down what we're seeing. I think we're going to have a lot to talk about after this first game.
Where'd you guys
I appreciate it. That's Corey Reaver. I'm Roger Hoover, and when you're out of town,
that's what they told us. Before you guys break out tomorrow,
the new Varsity Network app.
Let's see, like,
for both Apple
what are you guys
and Android. Listen to College Sports Live with the Varsity Network app. When we come back,
you got,
we'll
like,
check in
there's
with
a lot
the
of good
Blue
different
Raiders, Chip
breakfast
Walters, to
places.
get a scouting report
The
on
real
Middle
true,
Tennessee.
like,
Then Brian
a
House will
southern
be along
breakfast. So
with another look at our
Wayside
Alabama
is,
Powered
like, very
Scoreboard.
old school.
Tonight, under the lights at Bryant-Denny Stadium, it's the
like a
season
place
opener.
for, like, Paul Bear
Alabama
Bryant
against
used to
Middle Tennessee.
like,
This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
You also have Rama Jammers, which is just right here.
It's game day. What do you take to the tailgate? Flat screen TV. Take it to the tailgate. The DJ sound system.
That might be
You can change the ball with the available Pro Power Onboard that acts like a mobile generator. You can use F-150 to take your tailgate to the next level. Visit your local Ford dealers today. The Alabama Crimson Tide
it's just like eggs, bacon, sausage, sandwich, but the atmosphere is like, it's like kind of like eating a
chicken
steak.
finger restaurant. And now Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers is your BAMA tailgate headquarters. Come by and get the best chicken fingers
it'll be at
in the
4:30.
game. Make Guthrie's and their famous signature dipping sauce your one stop for all your tailgate parties this
I
season.
love it because I'm
Call ahead,
inside
place your
and I'm
orders
very
for
on
game
time for
day.
everything.
Guthrie's, America's original chicken finger
so
restaurant, and
precise
now an official
with
partner
everything.
of the Alabama Crimson
Got
Tide.
to.
For franchise
Imagine the
information,
schedule.
visit Guthrie'sChicken.com.
Alabama
known anything about the guy over the years. I've always heard about
Alabama Crimson Tide football from the
how exacting he is with everything.
Yeah, that's great.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your belt. Hold on, just got a video on my cap.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
We took over for the first time after the shooting. It was crippling, but it had to be preserved.
In response to the Pulse nightclub shooting that affected the LGBTQ community, Barbara Poma, owner of Pulse, founded the One Pulse Foundation to honor Pulse victims and survivors.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love. It's lost.
Join the fight for LGBTQ acceptance. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jackman. I served in the United States Air Force and then deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. And unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jackman, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The other booth is presented by Crimson Drive. Watch Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. Live Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at 2 p.m. Central on all Crimson Tide Sports Network social media outlets. Chip Walters is in his 33rd year as the voice of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. He joined us earlier this week on Crimson Drive to share his excitement for the start of the 2023 season.
I expect, another competitive contest going into this one, but the Blue Raiders have to play very well, and the one thing that Coach Rick Stockstill has talked about all week long is being able to play cleanly on offense and not give anything away. Alabama's good enough on their own. They just don't need any help.
Thanks to Chip Walters, voice of the Blue Raiders, for joining us. Our full conversation can be heard on the Alabama Insider Podcast, available on the Varsity Network app and all podcast platforms. You're listening to the Alabama Crimson Tide pregame show presented by Beatbox. Next up is an Alabama Power scoreboard update, followed by the Connecticut Sausage Crimson Tide tailgate party. Tonight, it's the season opener for 2023 as Alabama.
Energy is good. There's a sea of people. I think a lot of people really excited to kind of see the new faces, the new team. A lot of excitement. A lot of people coming out that kind of old fans, new fans. And you got to think too, this is on people's bucket list, honestly, to come out to see a game. It's not like a lot of people, are here in Tuscaloosa, but you have a lot of people coming in from regional areas. And the Crimson Tide's brand is so large that coming out here to Tuscaloosa is a huge thing for people. You can never forget about that. I mean, Coach Saban, you're getting an opportunity to see the greatest college football coach ever, right?
Favorite place to stay in Tuscaloosa is the
there's a great crowd. There's a lot of people here. And it's only 4:30 just about. So yeah, and I'm sure once you see the game, it's not going to be a full crowd right now, but we're 2 hours ahead of kick.
Stay with the fine folks at the Hampton Inn by Hilton and feel the Hampton Alley.
This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
We're
We're celebrating Roll Tide all season long at Buffalo's Cafe, where everyone is family. Grab a drink special or a half-price appetizer from our happy hour menu, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6, and Thursday until 9. Craving some award-winning wings, toss your favorite sauce or cup. Visit us on Wednesdays for all-you-can-eat wings from 5 to 9. We also have
Everybody's
specials
in the
for
position.
$9.99.
Yep.
Monday through Friday, beverage is included. We're bringing BAMA's
You're about ready to go.
everything, good food, and good times. Visit us at our Midtown Village Shopping Center location or online at buffalo's.com. Roll Tide.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barclaygmc.com.
Good afternoon, my friends, across the great state of Alabama. I'm Brian Houseworth coming to you live from our Learfield studios. This is your Alabama Power Scoreboard update with the latest scores from the SEC and around the nation. Alabama Power.
Sorry, I just hit the camera. That was not an earthquake.
Alabama Power is power for a better Alabama. Roll Tide, everyone. What a game we're going to have tonight. Obviously, good to see the Alabama Crimson Tide in action, number 4 in the land. They'll take on Middle Tennessee. Nothing better than football with Brian Denny. Tide leading the series with the Blue Raiders 3-0. Their last meeting, of course, in 2015. For your keeping score, the Tide have won 21 straight season opener. CY and Company will have the call for you tonight right here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Elsewhere in the SEC, let's start on the Plains. Auburn and UMass playing right now there at the half in Jordan Hare. Auburn up 31-7. Very workmanlike. Robbie Ashford not getting a ton of yards. 36 yards actually on the ground. 6 carries for the USC. He does have 3 touchdowns. Yes, that is Hugh Freeze. You're noticing on the sidelines the Hugh Freeze era is beginning in Auburn. They're up looking pretty good against UMass in the second half. Number 12, Tennessee and Virginia. Of course, we saw what Hendon Hooker did last year. Just amazing statistics all throughout the season. Josh Heupel's for the year in Rocky Top. He's using Joe Milton this year at quarterback.
Gets it to Sampson. Sampson gets to the stick and gets to the goal line for a Tennessee touchdown.
Now it sounded on ABC earlier today. Joe Tessitore on the call. UK, Kentucky beating Ball State 44-14 today in Lexington. Kroger Field. Ray Davis had 2 touchdowns in the game. And Kentucky getting it done as well on special teams. A 99-yard kick return.
The right-hand target field. 15, 20, 30. That's right. Look out. Goodbye. Across the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Kentucky. Barrett Brown.
How it sounded on the UK Sports Network. Tom Leach there on the call. 50th anniversary, by the way, of Kroger Field. How about Lane Kiffin? 4 on Mercer right now. They're not backing off. 73-7. Sounds like a pinball machine. 73-7 right now in the fourth quarter. Hollingsworth Field, Jackson Dart. 4 touchdowns in the game. Arkansas beating Western Carolina 56-13. By the way, the Rich Rodriguez era underway. Jacksonville State leading and beating East Tennessee today 49-3. The game is now final in Burgess Snowfield. Significance there, Jacksonville State. Of course, Jack State playing in Conference USA. You can download the Alabama Insider podcast on the Varsity Network app and all your podcast platforms. Get all CTSN weekly content. Replays with head coach Nick Saban Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, and others. Download the Alabama Insider podcast today. Coming up next, it's your Connect the Sausage Crimson Tide Tailgate Show live from the stadium. I'm Brian Houseworth live in studio. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
This has been the Crimson Tide pregame show presented by Beatbox, an official sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama football is also brought to
Kim.
you by Duffley's, the original chicken finger restaurant, and now an official partner
That's
of the
funny.
Crimson Tide. Chevron with Techron.
All right.
Unbeatable fans deserve
All right, they should be here any minute, fam.
Chevron with Techron. And by The Soup Store, your home for officially licensed BAMA gear. Coming up next, the Conecuh Sausage Crimson Tide Tailgate Show on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but pre-diabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop pre-diabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys, I love this song.
I love these nachos.
I love our kickball league. Oh, I love this guy.
What's your name? You know what I love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzz warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
Exclusive coverage of Alabama football game day continues. Welcome to the Conecuh Sausage Crimson Tide Tailgate Show. Conecuh Sausage, the official smoked sausage of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama football is also brought to you by Cadence Bank. Your team, your cadence. CadenceBank.com. Barclay GMC in Tuscaloosa. Barclay makes it easy. And by SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
This evening in Tuscaloosa, it's the season opener for 2023 as Alabama welcomes Middle Tennessee to Bryant-Denny Stadium. Welcome, everybody. This is Roger Huber. Glad to welcome you to the Conecuh Sausage Crimson Tide Tailgate Show. I'm joined here in the Alabama Credit Union broadcast booth by our Cook's Pest Control sideline reporter. Back for another season, Christian Miller. Roll time. It's time to begin the year.
It is, Roger. Football is in the air. I can feel it. I can smell it. Oh, man, I'm fired up and I'm ready to roll.
Well, we've gotten to see the Crimson Tide here in this building a couple of times with some of the mock broadcasts we did of the two scrimmages. What's impressed you about this group leading into the year?
I think the improvement that they've made, going into week one of that first scrimmage and seeing where they were at, and there's a lot of good things, a lot of things they could grow off of. And then you see the improvement that they brought into week two, and I just was really impressed on that. It takes a lot of maturity for guys to take the things they did wrong and go back to the practice field and go back to the tape and say, look, we need to improve on this. And that's exactly what they did. And I'll say this, Roger, I was at practice last week, and you know what really stood out to me, and this is one thing, it wasn't even about what they did on the field. I was sitting on the sideline watching the defense, and I noticed a young guy, I overheard him, and he was telling a guy to jog all the way off the field. And to me, that caught my attention because those are the little details in the signs of accountability that we used to do when we were having success, and that you hear me talk about time and time again, of that accountability factor. And to see and witness that this week, of the first game, from a young guy to an older guy, holding him accountable, it just brought back flashbacks to some of the guys that I played with and how we held each other accountable, and it really made me fired up. And it's almost like that mindset, they have that mindset shift, right? And now these guys, they get it, they're ready to roll. So I'm excited to see, we've gotten to see the work behind the scenes of these scrimmages, but now I'm excited for them to go put it on display for everybody in Bryant-Denny Stadium to see.
We're excited to start the season tonight, Alabama against Middle Tennessee, as we talk football with Christian Miller. It is presented by Bojangles. It's tailgate time with Crimson Tide and the new Bojangles app. Bring the flavor to your tailgate with chicken, biscuits, and all the fixings by downloading the Bojangles app to order ahead for tailgates and whenever it's bow time. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all. So for the Crimson Tide, again, starting the season here at home against Middle Tennessee, what's this time like for the players? They go through basically what the game day is like as they first wake up, team breakfast, and then all the way to the buses to get here to the stadium.
Oh yeah, so you wake up, and then a later game like today, you'll have a lot of time before the game. So we used to, we walk around, Coach Saban would grab everybody.
Here they come, fam. Stand by, stand by. Here they come.
Prepare for today. Then you'll have breakfast, and we'll meet, kind of go over just like little tidbits and reminders and tips and reminders for our game plan with our respective units. The offense goes with the offense, defense with defense, and then we'll have a lot of time really just to kind of sit back and get off your feet. Some guys like to go get rolled out or massage, just kind of loosen up, and other guys they turn on the TV, they want to watch the other games that are going on, maybe scout some opponents or go back over their tests from the night before. But I'll tell you, Roger, you're just so eager to play. You've been going at it with each other in practice for weeks now. You're beating up on each other, and now you finally get that opportunity to go and put it on somebody else. So there's not a better feeling. So as the time winds down, you're eager, but you're excited, and you're just,
Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate you asking, man. They'll come this way right now. Hang tight. Here we go. Led by Cedric. You know who Cedric is. He's the true GOAT. Yeah, catch up with you guys in a bit. Hello. Am I through here? Yes, ma'am. It's kind of tough to open.
It's all right, man.
Okay.
You know, they used to come right here. Right, so we're to make sure you don't see anything. Like, you can come right here.
Got it? It's kind of tough to get in there. Actually.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Have a nice day. Hey, Big Al. What's up, man? Ah! Hello. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, we're wobbly. I'm gonna take you guys off that. Just do like this. So this is you're walking with me on the media. This is how I go up to the game. Here's the inside behind any stadium. I think I gotta go. Oh, here's the Middle Tennessee State band. Can't cross down. Oh my God. Let's see if I can go this way. I don't know if I can. Oh, I can go around this way. There we go. Hold on. Woo, I gotta go up these. So I have two options. I can go up here. Hang tight, fam. Stand by. Ugh. All right, what's up? I'm gonna take you guys to the fields. Okay? Hang tight though. This way. Go this way. Volunteered. Here's the band. Oh. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so we're on a field level. Excuse me, ladies. Thank you. All right, field level. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go up to the press box, but I don't want to lose service in the elevator, so I'm going to walk. I'm gonna walk up the ramp. I can do it. I knew I could do it. All right, here we go. Let's go do work. I'm gonna walk up the ramp. It's gonna be hot. I can do it. Excuse me. Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me. I'm going to the field. Excuse me. Thank you. All right, I'm going up the ramp to the press box. Stand by. It's gonna be hot. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna walk up this ramp real quick. And then we're gonna go to the press box and then I'll put the view towards the stadium. So just stand by. How do I get in there? Oh my goodness. Here we go. Hang on. It's gonna be a lot. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to lose service, and I'm going to stream the field from the press box. So just hang on. This is the ultimate experience. This is what we're gonna call this. Dedication right here. And I got a suit jacket on. But I'm in shape, so it doesn't bother me. It does not bother me. One of my best attributes is I'm very mentally strong. Fortitude. We are going up to the top. Yes, steps are in. Almost there. This is the tripod I carry everywhere with me. Excuse me. You're good. It's actually not that hot. It's been much hotter. But no, it's not that hot. I'm not sweating too bad. It feels good, actually.
Huh? It's the top of the dinner show.
Almost there, fam. Hang on with me. Then I'll show you guys where I go, where I sit, and all that stuff. Almost there. Can't remember if this is it. I think this might be it. Hello. Is this media? All right, thank you, man. How are you today? Thank you very much, man. Hey, Roll Tide. How are you, sir?
All right.
Good. What was your name? Okay. Okay, good to meet you, Toby.
What?
YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Good. Let's do a Roll Tide together. Let me switch the camera. You ready? Let's do a Roll Tide. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Roll Tide. All right, this is Toby, my buddy. All right, thanks for the support, Toby. Enjoy the game, okay? All right, give me a handshake. All right, enjoy the game today. Okay? All right, that was my boy Toby. Knew that was gonna happen. What's up, fellas? Good, man. Good to see you guys. It's finally that time we made it. Hello. What's up, man? All right, let's see where I'm gonna sit. Oops. Very good. Hey. Hi. Hello. How are you? Nice to see you today. All right. They said that I could just have an open seat. Let's see. What's up, Alex? Hey, question. Aaron said one of these seats would probably be open because he had me on the field. I was putting it up here. Is there like...
If you look, you can either check name tags.
Okay.
And see, like, the one directly in front of you right there should be wide open.
Okay.
Just to set your stuff there and then to confirm it, look at the seating chart.
Okay.
If he's got no name there, then that's yours.
All right. Thank you, Alex.
Yep.
One second. I'll put you guys on a tripod in 1 second. That should be better. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. No, I can't. We can't stream the game. The game is property of SEC Network, ESPN. So I can just do like a pregame. So this will just be kind of a. This is exactly what this will be up until a little bit before the game. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh, yeah.
It's the lower that's right there.
American college is different.
That's pretty big. It kind of comes out.
See the rest of these all the recent now.
Yeah, so we're kind of like
Yeah, so they're going to take off, they're going to fly about 20 miles south here, so they're it's probably be an hour and a half flight up here. Yeah. Probably a little less honestly. It's not far flight. Hopefully they have a certain plane where they can go down and just go off.
Y'all like flying a little more or doing this?
This is our first time doing this. We're both flyers too, so we volunteer for this part.
We get all around.
The one dude that's my job, he's the one that's a big Alabama fan. And I was like, dude, pick which one you want to do. And I'll do the other one. I thought he would want to do this. But I guess we're fine with those names. We flew over, we flew over I'm pretty sure we flew over LSU Stadium.
I like that. It is a good t-shirt. Cheap school. They get free trips to Bama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was watching them when Lamar Jackson was there, so they got to play through like a lot of filming.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What kind of aircraft? Taking a big payday.
That's what I was thinking.
I think they're usually pretty solid. I think when they come through this yeah.
Usually the first half play pretty good, then the second half they usually take some.
What's good for Alabama this year though is Saban's got a lot of like material.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, that's why I guess last year they actually lost and it's the first time they ever made it.
That's why we
That's why like practice by of the option. You're a senior or what?
I was his last.
Yeah. How was your freshman year, Jalen Hurts, I guess?
But that's about this week.
You been any way
I went to the
Yeah. I'm gonna head to
Oh yeah, they do that. They played West Virginia one year. Back when Alabama had like Henry, they had Smart Cooper. They had Hawkins.
Send it. I have it on. You want me to, are y'all in order?
It's true.
Hey, the radio's awesome. You have to go outside up to the, give me about 5 mics and I'll cut it on.
They leave at, yeah. I was like, whatever. They can leave at halftime. They everybody goes to the party line and starts drinking more, and then they come back in. I think they can, but just they're just out there partying.
You're not going to finish the quarter of the stadium until about 4 minutes out.
It is interesting.
But I also do a radio check real quick. If you give me 5, we'll go over the radio check and we'll get it at 45. Alright, so some more free, and I'll call you out when I get up there. No time yet, Dixon now. So I'm on the radio. We're going to try to send you. We'll send you on the timing. I'll tell you where to come inbound. But still, same timing. You guys know. All right, give me 5 minutes, and I'll go over the radio.
Definitely play. If you guys have take weights and anything,
All right, cool.
then feel free to stop me. I don't care either way.
We have a total like 11 weeks.
Hey, Phil, can we open the 400 radio check? They're already in the orbit. Then we'll come back and do that one.
Actually, no, it's hot. It's just, it'll come in handy, like you should. That way
Not usually.
I am today. Here, I'll go a higher level here. Try to get the fan
Right about here.
There should be a good angle, I think. There's Crimson Tide on. All right, Jets. One.
All right, thank you, sir.
I'll get those sent over to you once we get things approved. Because that way you're able to motivate them. That way they get to use it. Oh, yeah. Maybe one of the last times you see the view. Hopefully not the last time. No, well, in terms of today. In terms of today, yes. It won't probably be the last time. The key word here, you will see the sea of people because this is like a religious holiday for the state of Alabama. Halftime, if it is 30 points or more, the sea will depart. Yes. The sea will part its ways. The sea.
I think you like the band more than you like the softball team. See that your brother Nate wore a Montana Files jersey shirt for staff softball. You got one at home. She gave it to you. She paid $35 for that up for that.
Oh, yeah.
No, seriously.
She had some like commercial hunting or something.
So worst comes to worst, I'll take it off.
Pretty much anything. It doesn't have a name tag.
Let's say so, yeah, because the statue, you know, like you take in a race, get there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just take one. Wherever, write some stuff.
Just I'll go find the spot on the sideline. Yeah. Oh, I know. I was talking to Taylor about it.
Tennessee, they're like,
Yeah, I know. I know it's legit, so I think we're going back and let the season get back. I think he's going to Josh. I'm going to end up pushing and go back.
you got somebody go 11:30 text. He's a young child too, so I don't think he wouldn't have done that if he wasn't like.
Yeah, I'll go approve it right now. Just
Okay.
Get him.
All right, good. He already smoked everything. The
Yeah,
travel and everything.
yeah, I got you.
Remember that first week of it, the guys were on there, social fees for like $10, that stupid video game or whatever.
I also remember BAMA stuff or church shop or one of those hired food and they had like full walk on and then Jeremiah outfit.
If you're right at first, you're like Nike on the stuff with the big people and the jerseys or whatever. So like, BAMA stuff.
Tell you?
It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
And yeah, we'll give you a shirt. And then they sold really well. And then all the finished things.
Last year,
I know the along with our guys for the airport. And then by the time we sold it, it was already like the last You good? You need some napkins?
I'm gonna go get some. I appreciate it. I wonder if I can get
Yeah, we got plenty of them. How many you need?
2, I guess.
You can have this one. Okay. Is there a leak in that water bottle? Is there a leak in that water bottle?
No, I'm not. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alright, so the story is ready. It's in the game show. Middle Tennessee. Then I copied all the notes over that mattered. Like I didn't put like grinding forever. But I told her, I said like, she didn't know what she was doing. She never wrote a story for me in baseball before. She had a bad attitude. So I got twice. And for instance, like if we win this game, I left a whole note about our 20 games in the industry. And I said the only reason I left it with the show was so that you could see 21 bases working all time. I said just write your own words. Just say Alabama 21 straight up. So just help her with that kind of stuff. But everything else. Henderson right there. Josh needs to sit here. You need to sit there. Or she needs to sit there. Because she's getting. I told her she needs to rely on him. He needs to do something. Yeah, absolutely.
Good?
How's it going?
Good, man. How are you? So, what time are you coming up here?
These are pretty
Yeah. Is that the cheer? That's the cheer coach? That's what I was just about to call you. Okay, they're on their way. Jennifer Thrasher, our cheer coach, is coming to pick up their credentials, and they'll need a third. We'll just give a third in that one. Just over to them. Thank you. Watch for it.
See you later. Okay.
Yeah. Good one. You gotta watch it. Oregon's up to 81 points. Wait, really? Oh. That makes sense. Oh, yeah. Why? I'm like, you'll see it. Don't worry. Why? So we had to take a picture where you see 2 thumbs up, big cheesy smile. That's just out here looking for Tesla. Oregon's getting 81. Oregon's getting 81. Can't wait to read it. I was going to say. The beatdown. London touchdowns. The whole tracking the quarterback stuff. Do we want to, like, assuming that no one is bowling, like, Dan Butler's, like, here's how we did it, quick highlights, and then just take that as a quarterback question. I was just curious. I can do either one. I can do either one. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah.
I mean, I guess in my head I thought right after the game, but I mean, it could be right when I guess it's just.
I can do it right after the game too. That's no big deal. But that was just a question that popped into my head. I was like, oh, maybe. Yeah. You know, because then it can like live for what, an hour?
Yeah, yeah.
Just a mill roast there. You know, an hour later.
Yeah, I got partners.
Okay. It makes no difference to me.
You're the only one who did parking.
Nice.
Or he's just trolling. I just started writing and I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, two of them are like O-line expected, backups, secondary expected. So I folded in the Haynes for Haynes for Young, third slot running back, like the backup receivers.
How'd your golf turn out at Valentine that day I saw you? I started off great. First couple of first few.
I didn't know that, or I hope you
Up and down the guy playing with.
Kenny, you invite this guy?
Yeah, I said that.
You invite this guy?
He was saying he had played like 2 years.
He hasn't lived in his life.
That's still fun, yeah. If you get a chance, I know you're busy.
Scouting out the defense, see how Malachi Ford start plays, see if Bowers can get some run in the title.
We're back for first weekend. At least one round. Where? Pittsburgh. It's called. And it's spot.
Balance race is a fantastic show. Most people will tell you it's the best golf ever. It's a nice course, but it's very reasonably priced. Yeah. Well, it's better course. Cheaper than Timberline. All right, man, I'll let you eat.
Appreciate it, bro. See you.
That's the 3 starters, right? But
Hey, Aaron, I play golf too. So I play on the amateur tour here in Alabama. Dude, it's awesome, bro. So I went to so I played with Josh a couple times. Like one time I played with Josh. I'm serious. But so I played with him twice. The first one I played with him, I literally played against like he was stupid. Like I was rolling.
But it was a fire.
The second time I played, I was terrible. But anyway, so I go around and I stayed in different courses. It was pond up in like Gunnersville, like some of these RTs.
Yeah.
Which are ridiculously hard. But I went down to the secondary and I was at 16, I was tied for first. And on 18, I got stuck behind a tree on the ball. So each one was too far, so I had to basically like, I came with my had the out, and then I had to basically like syndicate and do the car. I took third, and the two guys, it was a three-way tie. And the two guys went into the playoff. And then I ended up in the semifinal series at North River Match Play Championship. I made it in the semifinals. And I lost in the semis on hole 18. I missed like, I'm not kidding you, I missed like a 25-foot putt and rolled out. And I'm still sick about it. And I was like,
You're like scratched off.
no, but I mean, I can get hot. Because I started playing at North River, which is so hard.
Yeah. I've never played North River.
Really? Yeah.
Keep going.
He starts an offense.
Well, you know, like when things slow down, whatever, I mean, because I see, what's up, man? I see Coach Oates out there.
I watched the first quarter of that Iowa game today, and I was like, I don't miss that.
I see Coach Oates out there.
No, actually, I tweeted you that to cover Iowa.
Yeah, I mean,
And I've always wondered, like, if you're the next cover corner, do you go to a great?
I know I'm already calling it.
You don't really
My brother
like
and I.
Oh, he does. Oh, okay.
I got twin brothers. Confused on them.
Why would you subject yourself to that?
I mean, I like this one.
They're like 55 now.
I like some of this great, but
That's you, man. You're 55.
J.K. Scott was the greatest player of all time.
Played 7 courses in 9 days. We started off at Capitol Hill.
I appreciate the commitment to the credit.
Played down to Auburn, down to Hill, like we went all around the state.
You did an AI bid at SEC.
Did you Muscle Shoals? Muscle Shoals?
No, that's what we did.
I mean, that was
we went to Greenville. The one in Greenville is like a little.
I'm not kidding you. It was bunkers protecting bunkers.
But I used to wish that was going to be the beginning of.
Magnolia Grove was good.
I was disappointed that Drink didn't give you a better answer.
I don't like him now.
He just shut up.
He's pissing up a few times. He's not as like focused when he's like.
He's figured out recruiting. The team might be fairly competent here before too much longer.
That he should be happy.
Well, yeah, but still.
He should be happier. He was a little sourpuss on that. He's got an extension. Like there's more buyout if he gets. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm like direct. Yeah. I mean, you get in the group and you're like, all right, this is good. Like we're gonna have another like 5 minutes once we get to that gap between the group and the bowl. But once it crosses that, we're golden.
Stu's email for the pictures. But he's typed in the wrong email.
Was I on the email?
Yeah. John.
Or regular or feed.
Yeah, it does. I'll email it. Oh, now I see this. Did you get it? Yeah. It just popped up.
You're good. You're good.
Yep. Close one, but maybe another 2 feet.
I asked Steven about that.
We're doing that one.
Maybe that first. Well, this will be a closed exhibition. I just don't know. Just want to refreshers.
I'm just, yeah, I'm just thinking, that's the, is that the one that's on schedule?
You got to be loud to the plane.
Less than 6 months.
Everything is there. knew I wouldn't want to tell you. What he said.
Texas might be a little stressful. It's gonna be packed up here.
I need something more hard.
Really crowded here. Like, I mean, is that one more time?
About 370.
Sit there for 4 hours.
I'm done. Oh, you're done? Yeah. All right, good. All right. In a second, though. In a second. In a second.
Somebody, if you have y'all together, you want to be sure to get a picture of somebody. We can take it to it, tell them to
I feel like big things, yeah, obviously quarterback, I feel like young guys. I'm trying to think of guys we don't have. We'll see it after the game.
Does he have my right email?
What's up, man?
I said I got Cody Goodwin. Cody Goodwin. I guess Mike's that.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, it doesn't come through. It's not even like the 5 days later.
I'll check into it.
I don't know if it's getting caught in something to like filters and it's not coming through. Yeah. Like I get it on my email when it comes to Paramount or something. Yeah, it's just easier, I think. Sometimes it's tough. There's a separate.
Yeah.
You'll be quarantined and you can release. Yeah, well, it's what they send you and I have to release.
be like,
I don't think we need was keeping it.
no.
I'm just going through what we had pre-game.
I just updated the story. He said we need to get back
I mean, I was talking to somebody.
Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, definitely. So what time? 6 o'clock Sunday? They said home coaches. I'm checking for mine, so should not be going
Oh my God, first touchdown on every drive since 91, which is cool. First passing touchdown on an opening drive to start the season since 1991.
Iowa had the first passing touchdown on an opening drive.
The opening season since 1991. And they only won like 3 Everybody's like, oh my God, like, they didn't hit 25. They had 14 points their first like 13 plays. They couldn't hit 25 points. You know why? Because the offensive line is
Good offensive line.
the best offensive line coach that they've got is the head coach. And the second best offensive line coach they got is trying to call plays. Really, keep the salary for all I care. They are like
His third was like a line coach in the NFL.
They're not good. They have no depth. They just think a lot of what the parents have taught, like they fit the leadership right, so that like the major lack of athleticism that they normally had, they were fine because like their foundation was so good. Now they don't have that foundation.
So it's fine. I'm not good. What's that?
I'm not bad.
Yeah, it's just a sign.
No, we're down there.
Yeah.
Sun's just better over there.
I like that. Laser.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Food is good too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Chris Lowe making everything valid for everyone. It's like you said that.
I broke it though, but like all my questions before that had been letting me tie with the first quarterback. So like the second, like so. I was kind of felt like a clown breaking it because it kind of went against my earlier reporting, you know.
Did you watch that Colorado game?
That's the end, but yeah. I'm gonna get back to my seat, but yeah. Good to see you here.
Yeah. Okay, Tony.
I watched the first quarter, saw that the offensive line was lacking at the end of the first quarter. I'm not going to subject this. Kenny did it. I was texting him. I'm like, dude, they scored 14 points when I was watching. They've scored 3 since I had it. How bad is the offensive line? Colorado, they're going to be fun. I don't know if they're going to be good.
You're going to look like trash, but I mean, if get it going, I mean, they're going to sign up a monster. There's going to be a ton of kids who are going to watch transfer in and sign them. They're actually good. Yeah. They got the stuff on offense. I mean, I'll put a job shot and do that everybody. Oh, no, I don't think it's
But like, so what do you play?
maybe more.
Dude, if he can play a week, like, he was not high school. Like maybe I think throw him out there for the first couple drives and then pull him back until you need him. You know, like I hate to do that. Because then that, every time he goes into that, then that'll benefit the rest of the offense. It's not like all 600 passing yards. Yeah, the fact that he played 120 some snaps. Like that new guy was supposed to be really good. He beat him clean.
They still Oregon and USC at September, so they'll be a little early. So,
Yeah, like that.
If they win one of those two, then they're going to be good.
Who else is on their schedule?
Arizona State should be bad. Stanford is supposed to be a little better, but not great. UCLA can be tough. Oregon State can be tough. Arizona's not good. Washington State and Utah is good. Probably.
Yeah, well, I mean, that USC game, if the offense continues to play like they have, that could be last year. Yeah, like someone if you go and you lose to Oregon State, USC.
If they go 8 points, that's an incredible year for them. Then you come in next year to see all the I thought he had a good one. He does. They can be like
yeah.
Is the demise overrated in the last 12 hours?
And now he's more QB1. He played 30 snaps last year, and I remember rewatching the games. I'm like, the guy was good. Walks down there. Which is really good. Virtually all his passes are touchdowns.
Hell yeah, I saw. That was crazy. Dude.
I know.
All that hype, you never leave, right?
And you know what he said after the game? He's like, we told you, and we keep receipts. Did you see that?
What that thing on, right? What do you expect?
It was the best soundbite.
Look, went home, went to their house.
I know.
Beat up in front of the mom and dad, cousins, uncles, all the babies you get to your house.
And what about Travis Hunter? He said that he was going to ball out. He caught for what did he catch for? Well over 100 yards. He did drop a touchdown, but he did catch a touchdown, and then he had an interception. And he said Shadori would be up for the Heisman. He goes for over 500 yards. I can't wait to see what the ratings were on that game. And so Nebraska, you know, they lost. Right. That's a rivalry game. Like, they're going down to Boulder. Boulder is going to be as expensive as Tuscaloosa.
I guess that's what I'm still trying to figure out.
You know those seats out there $5? You know the seats out there $5.
Wow.
And I'm sure like
Think about the percentage raise to next week. They'll get there. The lower will get there. But I mean, next week's going to be something that we haven't seen in a while. But see, the thing I did like about Colorado's offense was they did move the ball very effectively. Their running back was a lot better than I thought he was. Shadori was better than I thought he was. They were creative. They were able to run the football, spread it out. Look, we don't know how good any of these teams are because they've just played one game. But for what it was, they looked good to me.
Exactly. It's a good start.
That's it.
It's a good start.
That's it.
Go home and watch that tape. Watch that tape.
And I understand that
because they have Nebraska, then they have Colorado State, and then I think they play USC and Oregon, like back to back. So, but for whatever, you know, you won today. You got to win the game.
Like Nick says, well, that game behind us.
That's it.
That's what we're going to do. That game behind us, man.
Which is, you know, fair.
My name is Kyle Henderson.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? Good to meet you.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I work for the university.
Okay, all right.
I have to make sure all the certification is phones out there, all the certifications, all that. And I'm by myself.
He's a sneaky good runner.
It's like everything. It's like they suck at me to cover that. I don't really work the games anymore. I'm like, I don't want to work the games anymore. That's why I'm watching it.
And what's crazy, because I work by myself too, and one of the biggest things for me is like like obviously audio quality, because like I have a really big YouTube channel, so the video is fairly important, but the audio is super important. And usually, like, you know, it's hard. Like getting it is hard.
I do video editing.
That's what I'm saying. Because everybody usually just shoots from their phone. They don't plug into the mult box. But like the viewers deserve top end audio. So like, cool, you can get saving after the game from a variety of places. But we're gonna bring it to you with the best audio, best video, fast. So I mean, there's a lot of people. You know, most of them are writers. We dominate on the video.
This is very we do video.
Oh, 1 second. I'll be right.